Hello, my viewers. Welcome to Econ City. So, today our agenda is to start microeconomics, and we'll start from very basic. This video is for somebody who's just entered the subject or class 11th. So, let's start. Economics is majorly divided in two sections, okay? Two parts or two economics. First is microeconomics, and the second is macroeconomics. When you look at the spelling, there is just a I and A difference. So you can learn it this way that the I stands for individual in micro and A stands for aggregate in macro. Aggregate means added together or it's a combination. So micro is small, right? So it's on a small level, whereas macro is on big level. So that is just basic understanding whenever you see the concept. Now, जब भी हम economics पढ़ने जाते हैं, we often hear words like demand or supply or markets, etc. So these words are very important to understand. So in the upcoming videos, we'll be covering them each in detail. But for now, we'll start with what is an economy. So economy is any system that provides people means to work and earn a living. You go to an office, you work there, you get some wage, and in return you produce an output. कुछ तुम दे रहे हो, कुछ तुम्हें मिल रहा है. So this way an economy is created. वहाँ पे continuous चीज़ें चलती रहती है. But what is the objective? क्या चीज़ें चलती है? What are these activities that we say कि they are economic activities? Right. So these are production. You produce something. And what is produced? We consume that. एंड कुछ चीज़ें जो हम प्रोडक्शन से प्रॉफिट जनरेट करते हैं उसको हम इधर इन्वेस्ट कर देते हैं या उससे कैपिटल फॉर्मेशन होता है. सो दिस प्रोसेस कंटिन्यूसली गोज इन द इकोनॉमी. बट वाई डू वी स्टडी इकोनॉमिक्स? द Though there are many answers to that question, but main is that we try to address the problem of scarcity. मतलब limited resource या एक कमी होती है economy में, and we try to address that. It's like limitation of supply in relation to demand. For example, there are 5 ice creams in front of you and there's an ice cream cart, just a name. So there are almost 8 students or children that are waiting to get an ice cream, okay? But we see that there are only 5 ice cream and 8 students or children. So we need to divide these ice creams in a way that everybody gets something. We see कि allocation कैसे ठीक से होता है. So every children standing in line is happy or they are satisfied with whatever they've got. It's not like कि अगर 5 है तो हम सिर्फ 5 को ही खुश करेंगे. We'll try to do and incorporate everybody in it. So it's a very small scale example, but this problem is addressed to a national level. I mean ऐसे ही हमारे पास एक limited amount of resources होती हैं and we try to allocate those scarce resources to people to satisfy them, to optimize their utility. We'll get into the concept of utility but for now we'll just see कि एक satisfaction देते हैं हम कि तुम्हें भी उतना मिल गया जितना बाकियों को मिला है, sort of. Okay. Also, let's not forget कि economy में सिर्फ scarcity एक problem नहीं है, ठीक है? There are many other problems as well, but right now we'll just stick to 2 problems. So one is that resource can be put to different use or more than one use. So when we move back to the example, we see can in ice cream say we can also make cold coffee, or we can make milkshakes, or we can make dessert or ice cream cakes. So you see कि in ice cream को instead of giving it to the students, I can put to other uses as well, right? And the next one is that it gives rise to the problem of choices, because we have to make choice between either giving it to the students or children or making milkshakes or cold coffees, etc. Now we come to the concept of economic problem. Now you do see this happy teddy bear. So like us, even he had to choose, or he also faced the problem of choice. But उसके पास भी 4 options थे. He either could go for 1 ice cream or 1 cold coffee or 1 dessert or anything like cake. सो उसको चूज़ करना था आउट ऑफ दीज टू गेट द मैक्सिमम सेटिस्फैक्शन, टू गेट द अल्टीमेट हैप्पीनेस फ्रॉम द चॉइस दैट ही हैज़ मेड। ठीक है। तो नाउ वी सी कि रीजंस क्या हो सकते हैं इकोनॉमिक प्रॉब्लम के, इकोनॉमी में कैसे प्रॉब्लम आती है। तो जो फर्स्ट रीज़न है दैट वी हैव सीन इज स्कार्सिटी ऑफ रिसोर्सेज। हमारे पास रिसोर्सेज स्कार्स हैं, तो अनलिमिटेड ह्यूमन वांट्स भी है जो हमारे सोसाइटी में एग्जिस्ट करता है, एंड वी हैव टू फेस दैट प्रॉब्लम एज वेल। coupled with that we have alternate uses of the resources as we've talked above कि कैसे एक आइसक्रीम से हम डिफरेंट चीज़ें बना रहे हैं। सो वी सी कि रिसोर्सेज जैसे लैंड हो गया, लेबर हो गया और कैपिटल, दीज आर वेरी लिमिटेड एंड वी हैव टू यूज़ देम बहुत ही जुडिशली टू एक्चुअली गेट द मोस्ट आउट ऑफ इट। और ह्यूमन वॉन्ट्स आर नेवर एंडिंग, वी नो। इवन वी रिमेंबर द स्टेटमेंट ऑफ गांधी जी सेइंग कि there's enough for everybody's need but not for everybody's greed. So we have seen कि कैसे problems आती है to deal with the limited resources that we have, and another is the resources need to be put to their various other uses as well. They cannot be limited to only ice cream, they have to go to other uses as well. So now we are differentiating between resources versus human wants. तो इन द ऑन द रिसोर्स साइड वी सी कि जो सप्लाई है वो लिमिटेड है, हम एक लिमिट से ही सप्लाई कर सकते हैं। बट ऑन द ह्यूमन वांट साइड वी सी कि डिमांड अनलिमिटेड है, दे आर रेडी टू गेट यूज़ एज मच एज वी सप्लाई। बट सिंस सप्लाई लिमिटेड है और रिसोर्स के ऑल्टरनेटिव यूजेस भी हैं, सो वी लिमिट आर प्रोवाइडिंग ऑफ द रिसोर्सेज। और ह्यूमन जो है दे ऑल्सो हैव डिफरेंट प्रायोरिटीज़ की, कभी उनको वो चाहिए होता है, कभी ये। सो वी कैन नॉट एक्चुअली प्रिडिक्ट अ ह्यूमन्स नीड। नाउ वी आर अंडरस्टैंडिंग मीनिंग ऑफ इकोनॉमिक्स। नाउ दिस कवर्स अ statement which says that economics is a social science which studies the way a society chooses to use its limited resources, which have alternate uses, to produce goods and services, to distribute them among different groups of people. So we see कि इकोनॉमिक्स एक सोशल साइंस है जो हमें बताती है कि सोसाइटी कैसे एक लिमिटेड रिसोर्सेज को चूज़ करती है, कैसे उनको ऑल्टरनेट यूज़ में रखती है, एंड कैसे उन रिसोर्सेज से गुड्स एंड सर्विस प्रोड्यूस करके उनको डिस्ट्रीब्यूट भी करती है ऑलमोस्ट इक्वली अमंग एवरी इंडिविजुअल और ग्रुप्स। ठीक है। सो वी सी जो हमने अभी तक पढ़ा था, वी ट्राई टू सम इट अप इन जस्ट दिस स्टेटमेंट। और एक अगर सिंपल स्टेटमेंट में करना हो, सो इट्स मेकिंग चॉइस इन प्रेजेंस ऑफ स्कार्सिटी। ठीक है, वेरी बेसिक। नाउ वील अंडरस्टैंड टू इकोनॉमिक्स दैट वी हैव, वन इज पॉजिटिव इकोनॉमिक्स एंड द अदर इज नॉर्मेटिव economics. Okay, so when we talk about positive economics, we see that it deals with what is or how economic problems are actually solved. मतलब कोई भी अगर हमारी इकोनॉमी में प्रॉब्लम आ रही है तो हम सच में उसको कैसे सॉल्व कर रहे हैं, rather than just giving some statement कि हम ऐसे से सॉल्व कर सकते हैं. So it is like there is actual verification with data, or it's verified with actual data. It's a real description of economic activity and it is based upon facts. It's not just mere suggestion, they are real facts. Okay, whereas normative economics means, or it deals with what ought to be or how economic problems should be solved. मतलब ये बस बता रही है कि अगर इकोनॉमी में कोई भी प्रॉब्लम आती है तो हाउ शुड इट बी सॉल्व्ड, और पॉजिटिव बताती है हाउ इट्स एक्चुअली सॉल्व्ड. तो इट नॉर्मेटिव जस्ट गिव द आइडिया एंड इट्स बेस्ड ऑन इंडिविजुअल ओपिनियन कि लोग क्या कह रहे हैं. दे आर वैल्यू जजमेंट बट दे आर नॉट एक्चुअल वर्क दैट इज डन. ओके, सो दीज आर टू वेरी basic difference between positive and normative we should remember. So positive we see are facts, whereas normative we see are suggestions. Okay, so this is one picture that will help you understand. when we see that something is should be, or when people are just speaking, or versus when people are acting, we see कि जब people act करते हैं that is considered positive. You know, actions speak louder than words, and when you just speak they are normative. You're giving advice but you're not acting upon it. Also, note that positive statements, that whatever are positive economic statement, they should not be confused as statement of truth. They may be true or may be false. Okay, let's try to understand this with the help of an example. There's an individual or person A जो बोलता है that India is the most populated country in the world, and then there's this person B that says China is the most populated country in the world. Now we see that both the statements are positive. They are both research कि हाँ दोनों में population बहुत है. But since India is the most populated country in the world, this statement is true. Whereas China is populated but in the world नहीं है. So that is just positive statement कि हाँ वो populated है. But अगर world में बात करें तो it's India now. Starting with microeconomics, we must be aware that Adam Smith is considered to be the founder of field of microeconomics, and he's also known as father of economics. And unki book The Wealth of Nation, which was published in 1776, is important for you to know. Now, starting with a basic example, it deals with the analysis of behavior and economic actions of small and individual units of the economy, like a particular consumer, a firm, or a small group of individual units. For example, individual income, individual output, prices of a commodity. These are all studied using demand and supply curve. So in next class, we'll try to cover central problems of an economy, opportunity cost, PPF, marginal rate of transformation. So remember, this is just an introduction class and we'll learn the coming concepts in depth. If you think this is helping you learn and understand economics in a better way, then follow so you never miss an update. And like, share, subscribe to my channel so I can bring more such videos. Thank you for watching.